Most of our customers really, they come to us because they want to install solar for either self-consumption, or they want to basically, they want to save energy and save costs every month off their electricity bills. That's really the two main reasons. You've got some green customers. I mean, in the early days when we first started our company, when we started doing solar 10 years ago, only the customers that were really green were the ones that were doing it, because it was such a long ROI. It was a long time to get their money back. But nowadays we've got customers that want to do it for energy saving. They want to save money off their electric bills every month. We've got those customers that are really concerned about the grid being out, so they want to install battery systems. But I wouldn't say it's so many green people, but there are people doing it for those reasons as well. It really depends on what we do. Is when we see a customer and go to meet a customer and talk to them about solar, we have to design a system that's based on their needs. So if we take a general example, and we'll say a standard 3-bedroom house with a swimming pool, an expat house maybe living in Hua Hin or something like that, they would install a system like around 5 kilowatts. It's a 5 kilowatt grid tie system. This particular system would give them a saving of around 2,500 baht per month and give them a return on their investment within 5 years. Yes, there are incentives. There's no incentives like in Europe where they actually pay you a certain percentage of the upfront cost, but there is an FIT program in Thailand, which is the feed-in tariff. The Thai government, once you sign up for this program, will pay you 2.2 baht for any kilowatt hour which is in excess to what you need for your daytime usage. The problem is that signing up for these programs is quite complicated. And there's a lot of steps involved to do that. So a lot of our customers don't bother to go down that route. Basically, the way it has to work is the first part of the process is to basically sign up online either through the PEA or through the MEA's website. But that involves uploading a lot of data and a lot of information to the site. So we have a lot of customers say, can you do that? So what we do is we provide a service where we'll do the drawings for them, and then we'll do the online application for them. And then once the application has been approved, we will help them by going to the PEA office with them, or they can sign everything over to us as power of attorney, and then we can take care of that process for them. But the application process is very long indeed. First thing you need to do is basically you need to contact us to have a consultation. This is really the first step, because as I said before in one of my other videos, one size does not fit all. And just because your neighbor's got a 10 kilowatt system doesn't mean that you should have a 10 kilowatt system as well. What we need to do is we need to see about your daytime consumption, because we're only using it during the daytime. So we will design a system that is best suited to your needs. What we do is we basically the consultation really starts from the first contact. So a lot of times customers would contact us through Messenger or through email or a phone call. And then through those mediums, if it's from an English language, then I would talk to the customer directly. If it's in Thai, one of our engineers would talk to the customer. We would get some general information from them first, which general information about the type of supply they have, their monthly power consumption, what sort of roof they've got, single story, 2-story house, whatever. Once we've got that basic information, we would then set up a solar survey and actually go to the house itself, and we would look at the energy supply. They've got a single phase or 3-phase meter, what sort of roof they've got, flat roof, tiled roof, single story, double story. And then basically we would find out about the electric supply, how we're going to connect everything together. It allows us to be able to put forward a very accurate quotation for the client and know that our team, when they turn up on site, that they can do the installation without any issues. It's free. We don't charge anything for that. All solar surveys are free. Basically, at the moment, there's 3 options that are really out there, which is you've got your on-grid or grid-tied system, you've got the solar hybrid system, and then you've got the off-grid system. Pretty much we don't go with full off-grid systems because of the complications and management of those. That really needs to be someone that's really wants to be completely off-grid in the, in the back of the woods somewhere without any grid at all. So we look at grid-tied systems and we look at hybrid systems. I would say about 80% of our systems that we install are grid-tie, and about 20%, over the last 2 years, it's started to go up more, but around 20% is hybrid. Hybrid system is a system that is basically the same as a grid tie. It's connected to the grid, but it has the battery backup as well. There's quite a big cost, because with the grid tie system, it's quite a simple system. We've got a solar inverter, we've got maybe a combiner box, we've got solar panels, and everything's just tied into the grid. So there's not much equipment that's needed. So the costs really for a single phase or 3-phase grid tie system is relatively inexpensive. That's why we can give an approximate 5-year return on investment. But with the solar hybrid systems, the inverter is different. You've got the solar hybrid inverter, which is quite a complicated bit of kit. You've got the solar panels, obviously. You've got an automatic transfer switch. You need to separate the power loads to which ones you're going to put onto the batteries. You've got the batteries. So all this additional equipment push the costs up maybe around 3 times the cost of a grid-tied system, with the return on the investment of around 10 years. So the first thing is really just to drop us an email or send us a message somehow through our Facebook page, or go to our website and drop us a form on there. Or you could call us on this number. We've got some numbers below this email in English and Thai. You can contact us directly through there.